सामे बसतु जिह्वायां वीणा पुस्तकधारिणी मुरारी वल्लभा देवी सर्वशुक्ला सरस्वती। मन्नाथ श्री जगन्नाथ मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरु मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरु माता, गुरु पिता, गुरु मति, गुरु गति, बिना गुरु नमे ज्ञानम, बिना गुरु नमे स्थिति। न गुरोरधिकम, न गुरोरधिकम, न गुरोरधिकम, न गुरोरधिकम। मम शासनतः, मम शासनतः, मम शासनतः, मम शासनतः। I bow to God. I bow to God as the Divine Mother. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you present here this evening. I bow to the entire creation. Let there be peace, progress, and prosperity everywhere. Om. Amen. It is by the grace of God and Sri Gurudev we all have assembled here in Charlotte to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Sri Gurudev's coming to the Americas. Sri Gurudev was born in India in the year 1907 on May 27th. Today is May 20th. 118 years ago, grew up in a very spiritual environment. She was the 10th of the 11 siblings, 6 sisters and 5 brothers. One day Gurudev was in New York City in some casual, informal conversation. Somebody commented, "Why did your father have so many children? 11? That is why India is poor." Gurudev was silent. Among the devotees, somebody said, "Why do you discuss like this? If his father would not have 11 children, how could you have got Gurudev? He is the 10th. I have seen quite a few of Sri Gurudev's siblings and also in-laws. You cannot imagine, all so beautiful, so loving, so humble. Sri Gurudev was academically a technocrat, textile engineer during those days. He, with his spiritual quest, underwent training on the path of Kriya Yoga. He lived in Puri from 1938 till 1948, observing a long period of silence, meditating, and he reached the goal. He, by nature, during those days, was quite introvert. He did not want to come out. He loved his own little room in the ashram. He loved to serve. The best way to serve was to teach the little children. There was one ashram school. The next best is to raise, to grow up the flowering, fruit-bearing plants and vegetables. That's what he was doing. The design of the masters, the dream of the divine is different. He had to come out. First, he traveled in India. In 1974, for the first time, he came to Europe. 1975, he came to South America, then to North America. Thereafter, Sri Gurudev traveled to different cities. He didn't stay permanently like Paramahansa Yoganandaji. He commuted from continents to continents. As I told you, he came in the year 1974. He was already 67. He started his journey in West at this age, and till 1996, he was going back to India, coming back to West. 96 onwards, he stayed in West. 98 onwards, he stayed permanently in USA till he left his body in the year 2002, December 3rd. Sri Gurudev lived physically 95 years, 6 months and 6 days. He was born on a full moon day and he left the body on a new moon day. I tell this full moon, new moon, he left the body on new moon day, symbolize that we all, he's the burning lamp. We all should be the burning lamps, even if we are tiny. So little lamps can make a beautiful, presentation. We all are little burning lamps in the altar of God. This special evening, I bow to all of you. I give my love to all of you, and I'm happy to come to this city. As I inquired this morning, when I was here last time, it was 2016. So nearly 9 years after I came here, I'm so happy to be with all of you. Do you know, this is my 31st year of coming out of India, exported from India to West, and You cannot imagine this 31 years of going from place to place, from cities to cities, from homes to homes. When I reached today, I was shown my room. So I looked at a painting, an art piece on the top of my head, near the pillow. Do you know what was written? Resilience. And then what is there? There is a cliff. One person is climbing. So you can imagine when they climb. Then it is written, I can do it. Then it is written, I will do it. Then the thought came to me, is it purposefully kept that picture there because of this evening? Or it is there in the room? Whatever might be, to me, nothing happens without a purpose. We might tell it is a coincidence. We might tell it is an accident. We might tell that it happened without any thought. But to me, everything happens with a purpose. Everything has a meaning, and everything has a message to learn, understand, and to proceed. My loving and dear ones, when we all were in mother's womb, we are carefree. What does it mean? We were nothing to worry about food, about drink, about breath, about cold or warm, about anything. Such comfortable, cozy place to live there. Do you know, during our stay in mother's womb, you know or you do not know, we all were praying to God. We all were praying to God. And there is a beautiful saying of Thakur Ramakrishna. It's a Bengali quote. Garbhe jakhan, Brahma takhan, bhume pade, khelam mati. When we all were in mother's womb, our mind was completely united with God. Because nothing to worry. Only what was happening, the past memory was bugging us a bit. Our prayer was, oh God, you have given me this body again. I promise, when I will come out of the mother's womb, I'll never forget you. God created flowers. We gave the names. We gave this name rose, chrysanthemum, and so on, lily. There is a tiny flower. Its name is forget-me-not. Who gave this name? History cannot tell. This little flower we call forget-me-not, God is the Supreme who is telling, forget me not. We, the children of the divine, coming to this beautiful earth, in the beginning, we lied on our back as little baby, helpless baby. most of the time closing the eyes. When we opened the eyes, we looked up. When we looked up, our vision was quite wide, emptiness. In emptiness, there was joy. We moved our hand, moved our legs, and slowly when we got little strength in the body, we took turn by ourselves to the left side, to the right side. Sometimes we fell on the belly and started to crawl. When we started to crawl, whatever we found, holding it, and we wanted to put it in mouth. In this way, when our journey began, you just think, when we are little babies looking at a cat, did we like it? Looking at a cockroach? What to speak of babies? Even adults are scared of cockroach. 2 evenings back, in my room there was a cockroach. I went and got it. So, if you take the cockroach to people, some people, they get scared. Cockroach. Cockroach. So I took it out and make it free, fly. Last evening, I found a scorpion. Scorpion, it is all creation of God. So I trapped it, not in hand. So I took it out in a glass. It is steel glass. If it is like glass, other can see it. In a steel glass, I took it out. I said, my friend was visiting me. I have kept here. So other are looking, who is my friend? We, as the little babies, we lived with fear. That fear is still continuing in our life. Is there anybody who will tell, I have no fear? My loving friends, human life, why human life? Life itself is a challenge. Many times I give the example, the life of plants. A tiny seed, do you know, in India we call banyan trees, people tree, bodhi trees, they're quite huge. Banyan tree can extend itself. The branches, from the branches, the hanging roots touch the soil, become trunk. And one banyan tree can live for hundreds and hundreds of years and can spread quite a few acres of land, one banyan tree. And it is very difficult to know which is its original trunk. So many trunks. The seed of the banyan tree is smaller than the seed of the fig. We take fig. In fig, there are seeds, tiny seeds. And banyan trees also from fig family. Such tiny seed has such huge tree within. How is it? Tiny seed. And you will be surprised to know, most of the banyan trees, they are born from the excreta of the birds. Old temples, old houses of centuries old, this tree grow up and slowly covers up everything. In front of our ashram in Cuttack, India, we have a tree. But it is not a tree, this is 3 trees. That ashram completed 32 years because 32 years ago, it was one tree. And it was a date, date palm, date tree. In the date tree, two visitors came. One is a people, the other one is banyan. They came through the birds excreta, seed from seed to germination. They remained as the guest. Suppose if I come to your home and you keep me as the guest, and the guest is not leaving the home, and that happened to these two trees, came as guest to the dead tree, and slowly growing up. There is dead tree, but it is now invisible. Banyan tree, people tree, both covering up so luxuriantly. My loving ones, if a tiny seed which has within it a huge tree, the tree is growing up. Storms, rain, thunder, lightning, cyclone, hurricane, it endures and struggles and survives. We use the word struggle for existence. We use the word survival of the fittest. We use the expression fortune favors the brave. We, the human beings, being not only the children of God, remember, every living being is a child of God. We are created in image of God. That is the specialty. God is in all. God is everywhere. But being in the image of God, God is breathing in you, in me, the breath of life. We have God-like potentiality, my Gurudev said. Don't think you are a little human being. We all have God-like potentiality of love, kindness, compassion. You can use any word, resilience. You can use forbearance, strength. We all have. We are not weak. Who gave this beautiful melody, this voice we listen to clear? Who gave her the skill to play on the guitar and creating such thrilling voice? Oh Lord, make me your channel of peace. Who? Same voice can sing of, ordinary songs, thrilling, but bringing the mind to the external world, to the body, to the pleasure, to joy. It's ordinary joy. But the same voice can bring us with perceiving divine glories, love within. My loving ones, is there anybody who is here who will tell that who has never faced any challenge in life, difficulty in life? You might be lucky, but I will talking of myself. The day I was born, I had challenge. You say, why? What happened to you? Because I came out of the mother's womb quite early. 7 months. Why did you come out? I didn't like there. I came out, I had to struggle. 7 months old baby in a remote village, no electricity, forget about modern medical science. Struggle, challenge. Every day was a challenge for me. Every day. And that challenge is not ending. You will tell, has it not ended? No. I'll just tell you one example. How we face challenge, it is every day. COVID came. When COVID came, it was a challenge for everybody. So for me, it gave me nice opportunity to observe silence. Before shutdown in India, due to COVID, I was in a holy city for 9 days of the Divine Mother in the month of April, observing silence in my own way. I was living. After the program is over, I have to go out of India. Now shut down. I said, I kept my mouth shut down for only 9 days. Now God wants to shut down. Keep it longer. Why to talk? And with whom to talk? To be very honest, God has given us mouth to talk. We speak day and night. Do you know, it is a challenge in our front, what we speak, what we think, what we communicate. Because even if you speak good, somebody will understand in another way. It happens. Misunderstanding is very common. Understanding is very rare. So, however, I stayed. Then when there was opportunity to travel, I did not hesitate to come to West. During COVID restrictions, very limited flights, I was touring. Silence, no talk. So you have to have your, COVID vaccine. You are not suffering from COVID. So like this, all these papers. So I was flying. I was flying from Houston to New York, Newark airport, from there to Delhi. We sat in the aircraft. In the middle of the boarding stopped. Then the announcement, all are requested to vacate the aircraft. We left the aircraft. So then it was announced the flight is cancelled. You can imagine few hundred passengers all have to go from New York to Delhi. Chaos. People are shouting, screaming, and quite natural this. But what they will do? There's some technical trouble. Nothing can be done. So I was standing because I'm not talking. And out of many weaknesses or many strengths I'm telling them some secret. The first secret is I don't carry a mobile telephone. I have a computer. I don't have internet access. Once you drop me in the airport, most of the time I travel alone. Once you drop me in the airport, I have no means to. Many times I don't have contact telephone numbers also. Many times. Sometimes I have. Often no. So I was standing thinking what to do. Then because there's crowd in the counter, I found one counter, one man is sitting there. Nobody's going to it. But it was not for the same flight. I went to that person. I showed I had a tag here in silence. I smiled. I wrote, "Can you help me?" I had a slate. He said, he rebooked for the next day. And he told me, you have to stay in some hotel. The airline will pay. You have the voucher. I really, honestly telling, I don't know anything because I never traveled. Always I traveled alone, but never stayed in hotel, never took a taxi, nothing. I don't know. I'm not elaborating the incident. Next, I took the flight. Everything was planned. In life, we have challenges. How to face, that is depending upon each one of us. Do we have that strength, that courage, that determination, and today's word, resilience, to face the challenge and to move forward? That is needed in life, that we have to grow up with trust, with faith. Here, when I speak of trust and faith, I give you trust and faith in few. First, have trust in yourself, faith in yourself, confidence in yourself, which is called as self-confidence. Trust in yourself. Yes, it has happened. I have to face it. You just think, in our daily life, we hear somebody sick, near and dear one. Today I'm not telling a story, this is a message. Although I don't have telephone, but people send through somebody, I get the message. One person is writing, last year I lost my father. This year means few days ago, I lost another person who was really a support to this writing person in many ways. Died of cancer. For his cancer treatment, I have given in India, you can tell $30,000. In India, it is a lot. And the person has not paid. And he's no more. He told his wife will try to pay back. He has promised. Now, my uncle, who is very kind-hearted person, has served many people, is struggling to survive, suffering. I have no money to support him. Why so many troubles, one after the other to me? Do you know, I'll take you a little away from the topic. One day, one elderly lady came to Buddha and told, "Oh Buddha, is it not good to live long, to pray, to meditate, to do this?" He said, "You want to live long?" She said, "Yes, it will be nice." Then he said, "How long do you want to live?" "As long as it is possible." Then Buddha said, "My loving one, you can live long, but are you ready to endure the death of your near and dear ones? Your son will die in your presence. Your grandson will die because you are living long. Your grandchildren will die in your presence. Can you endure it?" This thought sometimes comes to me. Although this body is not so old means it is only going to complete 66. But having an extended family, we all are sitting here, we are in one family. I hear death news, disease, suffering, misery, loss of job, everything. Every day I hear, "Oh God, my loving ones, first thing we need in our life to have confidence in ourselves is I can." It is difficult. It is painful. It is a big challenge in my front, but I can. When God has created me, God has brought me to this world, and This challenge is in my front, surely I can, otherwise why it will come to me? I remember a story my mother told when I was a little boy. It was one day for something I was a little unhappy. My mother told me about the story of a mother and the son. Told, do you know, the son was unhappy because of some failure. The mother took him to the backyard. They had a small pond. In the pond, in the center, in India they do it, they put a pole to have the idea of how deep water is. So what we tell, one snail or something was climbing. It's falling down. Again it's climbing, again falling down, again climbing, again falling down, again climbing. The mother showed this, look at this tiny insect. It is not accepting failure. Again and again it is trying. Why you are losing your hope? Here I tell you another story from life of Buddha. Life of Buddha, you know, he was a prince. Grew up with all luxury. Married, pretty wife, beautiful newborn baby. The day the baby was born, the same night he escaped, ran away. Ran away to escape from the misery, suffering, challenges of life. So he practices many austerities, penance, meditation, and so on, but got frustrated. It happens to our life. After a little bit, we get frustrated. We tell, I'm frustrated with him. I'm frustrated with my job. I'm frustrated with this monotony. I'm frustrated with, we tell, so he was frustrated. So he was a little bit upset, sad, sitting on the back of a creek. Water was flowing. A tiny bird was going into the water, taking a little drop of water with the beak and dropping on the sand. Again going and like this. Buddha knew the language of the birds, could communicate. Buddha talked to the bird, my little friend, what are you doing? The bird paused for a moment. While doing this, the bird was talking. Do you know, I'm really upset with this creek. What happened to you? Why are you upset? Do you know, in a flash flood, it washed away my nest in the bush nearby the creek. In the nest, I had my tiny 2 eggs. Everything is gone. I'm a mother. How can I tolerate it? I'm upset. What are you going to do? I want to dry this creek. What? You are going to dry this creek? You with your tiny beak, taking a drop of water and putting on sand, you have the promise to dry this creek. My little friend, it is impossible. Don't think of this. The bird looked at Buddha, he said, I have never seen a coward like you. I have never seen such weak-minded person. Don't weaken my mind. Why can't I? My loving ones, tell me, we are living in this world. Problem has come. Difficulties have come. Can we not overcome it? Remember, if we have that self-confidence, yes, I can, we'll do it. In India, we had a president of India. It was not long ago. I have sat with him and talked with him. So he was born in extreme South India, a Muslim man, unmarried. And he was young. He started his life from very poor family, selling newspaper. And for a job, he came from south to north, and he could not succeed. He failed. When he failed, he was sitting on the bank of Ganga, young man, depressed. I came with so much of hope, and I failed. There was a monk walking, and he looked at him. He said, "Young man, why are you sitting with such sad, gloomy face? What happened to you?" So he went and greeted him. He's a Muslim young man, but love for sadhus. He told his story. He said, "Don't be upset with little failure. You failed in this job because God wants something better for you." He took these words, and in his heart and mind, then he became, can you imagine, a scientist, innovated many things. Who knew? He stayed the whole life unmarried, vegetarian, reading the Bhagavad Gita every day, Muslim. He became the president of India. He was never in politics. He was never in politics, but he became the president of India. Can you imagine? Did he ever think of it? One who was unable to face a challenge, losing an opportunity to get a job, feeling so sad, depressed. And the words of the sadhu worked magic in him, and he became the president of India later on. It is not a story of George Washington or Abraham Lincoln who shows how we can face the challenge. But it's not a recent story. He left his body a few years ago. We can. The first I told, confidence in myself, self-confidence. Second, trust in God. Next is, I will never lose faith. I will never lose my trust in God. God is with me. Where is God? There was a communist man. I'll tell you. So he's a communist man. He never believed in God. So in his house, in his working room, it was written, God is nowhere. They tell God is opium. God is creation of the bourgeois just to exploit the poor. His little child going to school, learning ABCD, and coming to the father and reading this, he said, Papa, I can read what you have written. What is written there? He said, what is written there? He said, God, God. Good. He said, no, NOW, now. Then, HERE, here. God is now here. He said, no. It is God is nowhere. He said, Papa, you don't know English. The father is telling God is nowhere. The child is telling God is now here. Who is correct? It depends upon your attitude. If you close your eyes and tell that there is darkness everywhere, no one is going to help you. You have to open your eyes to see that there is beautiful sunshine. You look down, your eyes will be at silly little things. You look up, vast sky, colorful, enjoy it. So, trust in myself, self-confidence, trust in God. God is. Where is God? God is here with me all the time. Recently, I'm writing a book. The book is, the working title is, these are not stories. So, true, they're not stories. In my childhood, one elderly man, he used to come to our home every day. He was a widower, wife was no more, alone. So he was born in India, there are different castes. He was a sweet maker. So the morning he will come, many times he will take his lunch at our home. He had his landed property, but all our farm workers will work in his land. So goes back. He loved in the Lord. There was temple. The same temple is there. Every month, the first day of the month, he used to go to that temple, which was nearly 20 miles away, the temple. So often I also went with him to temple. One day he went, he used to take coconut. So with the coconut, they will make sweets and will offer to the deity. He will spend the whole day in the temple, he will come back with the coconut sweets prasad. Whomever he saw, he gave the prasad, known people. So one day he came back. At night he had a dream. In the dream, the Lord telling him, my child, you tricked me. Your sweet was not sweet. It was... He got up from dream and he believed. Because he loves God, he believed in his dream. He thought that some mistake is being done while preparing the sweet. Next day, the morning, he again carried the coconut and went to the temple and went to this shop where they make the sweets. And everybody was shocked to see him because he used to come once in a month. He came yesterday, today he is coming. He asked the shopkeeper, the owner, I will ask you a question. Please tell me honestly. Did anybody do some mistake while making sweets? So he called his people, those who make sweet, tell truth. What did you do? They said, we have done mistake. We have extracted the milk from the shredded coconut, kept for preparing some other sweets. We made with sugar, made the sweet, which was not really whole coconut. You just think a dream. It is a dream. And the dream became real. And he told this man, old man, he told my friends, if you need coconut, every time I come, I'll bring some. But never cheat God. Never trick God. This is one incident which happened during my childhood. He narrated near me. Because he was alone, he had quite a lot of land and also garden. People used to take his coconut away. Thieves will come take the bananas away. There was a big bunch of banana came. And it was really very luxuriant. It was not cooking banana, the ripe banana. He told, oh God, if this banana remains, I will take it for you. I'm offering this banana to you. One day the thief has come. When the thief has come to take this, when it was almost ready to steal it in the evening time, a cobra is guarding. It is not story. It is during my childhood. I'll tell you a little more. And when the thief is trying to go away, this cobra is there. It's evening time, maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So he was in the village for some ceremony in some family. After having food, he was returning. He saw somebody standing there. He said, who are you? He said, uncle, it is me. Why are you there? Excuse me, I came to steal it. What happened to you? A cobra is guarding me. People came because there was a village celebration. So they came with light. Because during those days, no electricity. There was gas light. They came with light, they saw this cobra. And the cobra came, entered his room. Bedroom of this gentleman. So then the thief. The people scolded him, and now people said, "How can you sleep in your bedroom? Cobra is there." So they searched everything, nook and corner, no cobra. When the banana was ripe, I have accompanied him to the temple for the puja, 20 miles. Have faith in God. In modern times, people have faith in the doctor, faith in medicine, faith in prescription, but we have so little faith in God. Third thing, with this, trust in yourself, trust in God. Third thing is, never accept failure. Once you accept, I failed, that means finished. You put a full stop. In life, we have to, I will not accept failure. There was a big rock, and one was to break it. With hammer, not breaking. Getting tired, sometimes maybe getting frustrated, maybe the stone will not break. But another person came, he said, "Uncle, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm trying to break this stone, start breaking." He said, "Okay, give me." He gave another stroke. It broke. Who broke this stone? This man who was breaking, he thought, "I cannot." But already with these 20 strikes, he had on the verge of breaking, but the last stroke he missed. We have to endure a little bit, persevere a little bit with resilience, that I will not accept failure, I'll do it. I have a friend who lost his parents in his early teenage, 13, both. The elder brother said, "I cannot support you for your study. Come and let us do farm work, become a farmer." But he didn't accept it. He wanted to study. No money. Can you imagine? He was bringing the chalk, working on the floor, no paper to write, taking the help of the teachers, taking the help of the friends. He was my schoolmate, but I didn't know him. School was quite big, many students, many sections. I didn't know him. I knew him in college. He was 1 year junior to me in college. Recently, I met his English teacher. This is May. I met him end of March. That English teacher is telling, retired professor in his late 70s. He said, "In my life as a teacher in English, my best student, I will tell, it is your friend." And he was telling why. This friend of mine, in high school, he graduated with not doing so great, but average. But in college, in university, he really excelled. In masters in economics, he became topper in the university. So like this, he rose up in his career. One thing, during college days, he loved me a lot. Till now we have, and he loved me so much. You can't imagine if I tell, "This is not rose, this is chrysanthemum," he will tell chrysanthemum. That type of love and faith he has in me. If I tell this is rose, he will tell us this is rose. So, but he made a policy, I'll not accept failure. I'll try again and again and again. Why can't I? I'll tell the story from the life of a great saint of India. Many from India might know his name at least. His name is Swami Ramata. Swami Ramata. His name, original name was Tirtharam. Tirtharam Goswami. He was born in a very poor family in present Pakistan. At that time, India and Pakistan was one. When he was a student, he was a student of mathematics. He was so bright and hardworking. Suppose in the examination, the question will be, suppose 10 questions, you answer any 5, solve any 5 problems in 2 hours. What he will do, answer, solve all the 10 problems, he will write on the top, evaluate any 5. He was so intelligent, during his masters, staying in hostel, one problem he's unable to solve. He was so much worried. He was asking the friends, can you help? Can you help? Which he cannot do, no one can do. Because he was he said, why you are worried about one? You are wasting your time. He said, if this question comes, he said, there will be alternative. You can avoid it. He said, my friend, in my life, throughout my career, I have never done that. I have answered all these problems. How can I accept failure here? They thought he's crazy. They left him. Do you know what he did? He sat down. After half an hour, for some time, he shouted so loud, I did it. Everybody came running to him. And what did you do? He said, I solved it. They found it solved. How did he do it? He said, look at my table. They saw on the table there was a knife. Knife is, fixed on the table like this. He said, what is this? He said, I had a determination. I'll do it or I'll end this life. He said, what? The friends are asking, what? He said, with this I sat down and gave a timing. Within 30 minutes, I have to solve it. Not that whole life I'll be solving it. So first my body shivered. Then I had sweat because it is getting 30 minutes to 29 minutes to 28 minutes. A flash came to me, I solved it. The friend said, then it is very easy way. Any problem will come. We'll put a knife and we'll tell 30 minutes and it will be solved. He said, my friend, don't believe in this. If I would not have solved it, you would have found my dead body. His writings, there is a beautiful small booklet, Flashes from the Himalayan Heights. When he became monk, wandering in the Himalayas, meditating, he's telling Mother Ganga, oh Mother Ganga, I have one goal in my life. Either I will be free from complete body consciousness, I will be immersed in divine consciousness, or I will offer this body to the fishes in Ganga, in you. Nothing more, nothing less. And he came to West. He came to Japan, he came to USA. He really left his body young. I will not accept failure in my life. Why? Failure is not written on my forehead. We can change our destiny. Be very clear with the one point. People become slave of their destiny. Yesterday, one mother with a little baby, not baby, little 5-6 years old boy, maybe 4 years, and coming to me and asking, do you know, my son had this astrological problem. What to do? I said, who told you? I found myself. How did you find? Because from internet. So I said, don't make internet as your guru, Google as your guide. Have trust in God. Don't Little boy, pray to God, pray to Gurus, motivate him. We are becoming slave of our destiny, running to this person, that person, fortune tellers, astrologers, and so on. My Gurudev told, if the astrologer really knows what is what, he should first look at his own astrological chart. He should find out why I don't have so much of money. What should I do to have enough money? Why should I cheat people? Telling all these things. So he should have, he tells, Gurudev told, he tells people use this stone, use that stone. The astrologer should put in 10 fingers for 9 planets, 9 stones, 9 rings, and should be free from all this negative malefic effect of stars and planets. And he need not have to look at the astrological chart. If the stones can change the destiny, my loving friends, self-confidence, trust in God. I'll never accept failure in my life. I'll again try. I'll again try. I'll again try. Why should I fail? The last one, joyfulness. Joyfulness. A temple is going to be built. One person working, carrying stone and doing this. Rich people spending money to build this temple. We, the poor people, working so hard. Doing this with this thought. Another person is working. He's thinking, at least this job is there, I'm getting some money. The third person is working. I'm working to build the temple for God. The temple will be built. Deities will be inside. Devotees will come. They will pray to God. Such opportunity given to me by God. 3 are doing the same thing. One is so tired, unhappy. It is a burden. He's working. He's getting money. But he's thinking that it is such a burden on me. Oh, there is no joy in life. The other one is working. Okay, I'm working. I'm getting some money doing this. But you look at the third one. He's doing the same work, getting paid, but his attitude matters. Attitude counts. Our attitude is the source of strength, source of inspiration, source of motivation. Maintain this joyful attitude. You have problem, you are smiling. So what? Do you know, the problem came. When the problem came, one person is smiling, okay, you have come, welcome. I'll see you. The problem got scared. What? Everybody is scared of me and this person is smiling, telling, come, I'll see you. Surely there is something wrong in him. What is the wrong in him? The problem found, this man goes to a sadhu. The sadhu tells him, any problem comes, face it. I'll conclude this with this. Don't lose courage or hope. Be a childhood story of a goat. The goat was grazing grass in a hilly forest area. While eating leaves here and there, grass, he forgot time and it became closer to evening. When he looked up, it's already getting darker. It is not possible to go, anywhere, but unsafe, wild animals. All right, I have to face it. So the goat is standing near a rock. Then a tiger came. It's nice goat. Okay, I will eat it. When the tiger came closer to the goat, goat looked at the tiger, keeping its 4 legs on the stone. Why did you come here? The tiger paused for a moment. He said, what? I have never heard somebody guiding meditation like Purnatmananji. So he was, when his voice was so, powerful, and telling, why did you come here? He's again raised the voice. Why did you come here? The tiger, don't you know? I take 2 tigers every day as my breakfast. Today I'm completely hungry. The tiger ran away. Something wrong. Who will tell tiger as the breakfast? The tiger as the lunch? While tiger is running out of fear, a jackal saw this. Jackal told my uncle, what happened to you? He said, wait, I have no time to, please, what happened to you? I think you are disturbed. He said, I saw this strange animal. So what animal? The animal says that his breakfast is 1 tiger, lunch 2 tigers, and seeing me was upset with me. What tiger as breakfast? I think something wrong in you. Let us go. He said, I will not go, you go. He said, let us go. Where is that? So, all right, I will go with you, but in one condition. He said, what is the condition? We'll tie, because if you see and run away, that animal will eat me. So we'll tie our tail together and we'll go. They tied their tail together. They are walking carefully, and the goat was on the hillock. So saw from the distance, the tiger and jackal both are coming, and goat thought, oh, jackal is coming. Then I have to face it. So when they came closer, looking at the jackal, the goat said, hey jackal, you had to bring 3 tigers, you have brought 1 tiger only? Then hearing this, you can imagine what happened to the tiger. Tiger thought it's a trick of the jackal to bring me to this strange animal. And tiger started running. Tiger ran faster. You can imagine what happened to the jackal. With this courage, the goat saved its own life. Next morning, after grazing the grass and this, went back home. Problem will come. If we are weak, problem become big. If we are strong and stand and stare, problem will be there, manageable. We can solve the problem. We can solve the challenge. My friend, no challenge is bigger than myself. No challenge is bigger than yourself. We can overcome any challenge in our life with our strength, courage, and your resilience. Life is challenge, face it. Life is a journey, enjoy it. Life is a song, sing it. Life is a music, listen to it. Life is delicious, relish it. What not? Life is a game, play it. Life is love, live in love. We have to live in love, strength, courage, and joyfulness. I hope it is enough, isn't it? Thank you all. Look, you are doing like this. So why did I do this? Because of you. If you are doing this, I'll do this. So do you know, one person did not know what is this. He thought that they are using this to drive away mosquitoes. Do you know, people forget to laugh and smile. Sometimes people say, you become so grave, I become scared. And another person said, do you know, my husband doesn't like that you being a monk, a holy man, how do you smile? Because in our faith, the saints and holy men should not smile. They should be very, I said, I don't know, smile is my nature. And sometimes, yes, I become grave. But to become grave, I have to struggle a lot. You understand me? Thank you all. So, as it is written in the